Do you find the same themes over and over again in suicide investigations? Hello, I'm Manan, Head of Faculty at PROGRESS.guide. If you have a leadership position and carry a responsibility for quality and safety, it may feel like you're playing whack-a-mole. Every month, there's a new recommendation to respond to, or the moment you take your eye off a piece of work, whether that be risk screens or risk assessments or care plans or safety plans, the same issue pops up again. This may be because you have come up against the power of mindsets. You have been working very hard to address clinical practice, what you can see. But a host of these behaviors like inadequate documentation or lack of safety planning or families not being included stem from underlying mindsets. This is what we don't see and often don't know how to address. We believe to address these recalcitrant problems in a sustainable way, 3 key mindset shifts are urgently needed in crisis care. The first one is a shift from prediction to prevention. Predicting high, medium, low is a fool's errand. Risk is so dynamic and multifactorial that the moment the person has left your consulting room, your risk prediction is invalid. Instead, a mindset of prevention which collaboratively attempts to establish when a person might cross the ideation-action divide and what can be done about it is what is needed. The first shift demands that we revisit the anatomy of an assessment. What has happened so far consumes all the time. We spend so little time asking when it may happen again. So we don't pick up the future unaddressed risk. That is what determines clear and imminent risk. Risk needs to be conceptualized differently. It is important to assess the past, but there has to be more room for the future in our assessments. And finally, a shift in our focus from what's the matter with you. If we are to make the future safer, we have to draw on the person's strengths and assets, not just their deficits. To do so, we have to move from what's the matter with you to what matters to you. Ultimately, it is what makes people's life purposeful and meaningful that maintains hope and builds resilience for the future. We need to ask ourselves how much of our assessment is focused on eliciting the person's strengths and highlighting their natural circle of support, because that is the foundation of effective safety planning. These 3 mindset shifts underlie all that we do in Protect. Spanning 16 chapters, the 3 modules of Protect, Core, Assess, and Aspire, takes you away from behavior chasing and towards sustainable change through new mindsets. Core provides the essential principles of care and explores in depth the contradictions at the heart of crisis care, from the balance of risk versus recovery to the one of empathic connections rather than exercises in form filling. Assess covers all aspects of recovery-oriented crisis assessments: presentation, interaction, formulation, documentation, and lays the foundation for person-centered clinical decisions and actions. And Aspire is the journey which begins with a focus on safety and hope, all the way to self-reliance and resilience. If you have a problem, we have a solution. Not just any solution, but solutions that will energize and engage your staff in meaningful work and lay the foundation of sustainable change. Drop us a line and we will share with you all that we have to offer. Thank you.